Cecilia, hey, hello, how are you? Well, no, just gonna get myself something to drink. Hey, Cecilia, I'm tired again, like yesterday. So, yeah, can you see it now? Yes, over there, I built this rolling scaffold, scaffold. So, and I put it together. Huh? What now? Yeah. All right, I'm back. Don't know what that was. So, or I didn't go back. I'm not quite sure. Oh no, that was the other one. I have now two lives going at one time. Yes, I have two lives going at one time. What is this? Well, let me close one of them. Okay. I don't have safety gear except for my legs and my arms. So no, I don't have safety gear here at this moment, but I tied the Kevlar to the tree so that it can't fall down. And I'm strong enough for myself to hold the whole time. But yeah, well, tomorrow I still have to go to Bauhaus. Maybe I can see myself to be sure, because it's never bad enough, of course, to get myself something that I can myself attach to the Kevlar. So I have to take a look at that. So there was more work than I thought it would be for one person alone. No, I didn't go today to get this long cord. I have to go tomorrow because I did some work today at the tree. So I cut a couple of tree trenches, side trenches. I cut down and I put them over there, and I vlogged it, videoed everything, filmed everything, so I can make one vlog of it after I edit it. So and then tomorrow, because now I'm doing the live stream, tomorrow I'm gonna take I hope both trees down, but it's always more work than that you think of. So I had also hoped that I could do the whole tree, the small tree today, but the only what is standing now is one side trench and then the stem itself. So, and I've noticed that it is not standing strong. So I guess if I give it a good push with a long rope or so, it will have it somewhere it will break or something like that. But first I hope to get one or two more side branches off tomorrow. And if I can get those two off, then that one is not a problem at all anymore. But I have to see tomorrow. But it was a lot of work, and I'm really good tired at this moment. So, but it was the only thing that I've done today. Only I did some editing also. So that was also a couple of hours work. Damn, damn. See, that's what I mean. I forget it. Facebook. Let me find you. I don't know even if I have you here at this moment. No, I don't have you in my Facebook page as a friend. I believe. I'm not sure. Oh, one friend we have. Um, do you have the same name, Cecilia, as that you have on your Facebook page? Because I don't do much with Facebook. And if you don't have the same name, I probably didn't put you there. But I also don't know, and that's also something that I don't know how to search for people that are friends to me. Groups, marketplace, watch, home, gaming, home, friends. Oh, then I come back to this one. But now I want to know the people already are my friends. Friends here. Oh yeah, so oh yeah, now I that's what I already said yesterday. If I see it, I remember it. If I don't see it, I forget things. Let me see if you must be here, I guess. It's just me, tired. Jessica Lee, Daryl Holtzman. I guess you are here with them somewhere. But do you have a different name on Facebook, Celia? Yeah, that I've seen, I believe, but I'm not sure because I get more than one post today, so I have to check that out. But let me see which I can use for that. This one. Um, uh, studio uh, reactions. Uh, Bill, oh, one moment here. No, that's also not it. Do you have a different name on Cecilia? I don't see any comment on one of my vlogs. You're on my Facebook page when and saw some old pictures of your wood stove. Yes, and I commented on one of your posts today. One of my posts today? In Facebook, you mean? Ah, Okay, I'm now on your pages, on your page, Cecilia. And now, what did you say about what I have to look for? Because we're still only with the two of us, so I can right away have a look. Yeah, for your event. Oh, that young lady is, what's her name again? Um, Damn. Yeah, I know. She's a singer here in Holland. And she was in the program van like Big Brother or something like that. And went to one of her concerts when she came out of this the program on television. Yeah, I saw the message now on the Facebook, so I have you. And now I should take a look at. Um, I'm surrounded with flies here. They irritate me. Okay. Oh, that's a nice torch. 3 levels. Oh, there's a lamp in the form van a torch. Ah, yeah. I guess because I see something going into the wall and then now I see a picture with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 women by to each other for the picture. Ah, nice photos. There is the daughter from you with the glasses on, I guess. But she's standing in the front looking like van, oh, that's mine. On the feet, okay. Um, okay, this way. Where can I find your feet now? Uh-huh. I'm not quite sure what you mean because I don't see. You mean on your timeline, Cecilia? Not on my photo page, but on the feed. I don't know what you mean with feed. What is feed? I have a timeline, I have about, I have friends, photos, videos, more. Oh, maybe on the more. Let me check that. Feed, feed. No, don't see any feed. Maybe here. Choose profile, see friendship, find support or support. Profile, log, message. And this is the message. Sorry, Cecilia, I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't see something that is FAA feed. Freaky Geek, hello, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. So I was just looking, have a look on Cecilia's Facebook for some photos, timeline photos. Okay, timeline photos. So timeline. This can be closed. Yeah, okay, and then by photos on the left side, Cecilia. Wait a minute. Here's Cecilia's photos. That's what you mean. The knitting. I see the knitting. And I see pompoen or something like that. And some seedlings. I'm not quite sure what those. Oh, they look like mine. What I have standing here. That first photo totally to the right. If you're looking at your photos. Those flowers look totally like mine, what I have here, those trumpet flowers. Squash. You've been really busy with your garden and everything. And now I see a lot of friends. Maybe family, I'm not sure. Nice pictures. And there's the whole family. Totally at the bottom or something like that, left photo. Yeah, that's nice, Cecilia. Yeah, well, they don't make it too now. And if it's getting too hot, then they fall down. That's what I had here. So already I don't have any. Some dead flowers are still hanging on with their feet. But for the rest, there's no flower on it that is blooming anymore at this moment. So that's too bad. So yes, I saw them. Nice bunch of pictures you have. For family or friends, or is it even van homesteaders people? Yeah, that is that animals can do. Yes, yes. So yeah, I have then. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, over there. My screen has a lag on it, guys. So there. So over here, there, you have this plastic hoop that I have made from some old beams. So the tomatoes are under it. I still have to make also a garden tool, but yeah, if I'm doing this now with this tree, I want to do that first, Cecilia. So the garden work is gonna come, and then after that is that tree standing that I have to take down. But I had a small grow garden, but that was from plastic, so it was plastic what you can get by Lidl or something like that, you know. And there was one time there was a little bit too much wind and rips, it was ripped apart by the wind. So then I had to take that down. But in the meanwhile, the tomatoes were growing that high and fast that they are also were falling down. So a couple of them have the stems broken. I tried to repair it as best as I could, but I'm not gonna be sure if they are still gonna grow more tomatoes than are what are already on it, and it's not bad. It's not bad if everything that is on it right now is gonna get red, so I can make a tomato soup from it. Then I will have 5 or 6 glasses of half a liter or something like that. So that's 500 milliliters. That would be great already, because I've not been in the situation that I could do much in the garden than building stuff at this moment. And I still have to take the tiles out that are lying on the ground that already are there for 15 years or something like that. So the ground already didn't have much food or raw water coming in the ground for the last 15 years. So the ground, yeah, you could say is almost dead. So what I want to do is the 21st centimeters to get it out, and then can get the compost in, and then the next 20 centimeters layer I'm gonna dig up also, and then gonna put it on the fertilizer. So I have to see how that will be going. Oh, I'm forgetting to read the chat. Yeah. Yeah, the loofah also, I believe, has to get a lot of flowers. But loofah is something we don't typically eat here in Holland. Or let me say it like this: I don't normally typically eat it. I don't even know if I have ever eaten loofah, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought so, Cecilia. Okay, Freaky Geek. The loofah is growing like crazy, so like wheat. So that's I don't know if I want to have that then here. Well, Freaky, I'm under this name on there. Come on over. It is going to wheat to no flower as yet. 1 second. Laurie Baker will send a request. Not my real name. It is used to be Harry Tom for many years. Okay, Harry Tom. There are 3 accounts, two with the same brown-haired lady. There you too. Isla Rodwell, hello, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. I was just reading the chat because I missed a couple of it because I forget to read the chat when I'm doing the live streams because I'm talking myself the whole time. So, oh, that is Luva. Yeah, now I know what you mean. I have seen that by the stivers, Cecilia, that they had them hanging and they made them for sponges. Now I know what you mean with the which loofah. Yeah. Well, I better think I'm gonna use them as sponges and not as something to eat because no, that's not something. I would like beans in different kinds: brown beans, black beans, white beans, pearl beans, whatever for beans, and mice, things like that. Something more that you have to have a bite on. And with loofah, I have something from that is, yeah, spongy. Oh, and I'm already getting a little bit sleepy, so, and I still have to go a couple of hours. Maybe I'm not gonna do it as long today, but we'll see. Because I want to go early to bed today, so I can go stand up tomorrow some earlier, around 7 or 8 o'clock, so I can start with a tree. In the morning it is quite easy on the street, and probably in the afternoon, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it's probably gonna be heat, a lot of heat tomorrow also. So because today it was about 27, 28 degrees or something, 29. So it was again really. And then this morning, when I stand up, what was it? Around 11 o'clock or something, 10 o'clock. Hey guys, I still have a vacation. So Saturday I have to go to work again. So I also want to sleep out a little bit. And then it started to rain for 10, 15 minutes or something like that. And an hour later, everything was already dried. So there was not much rain that fall here. And I'm still waiting for a good rain. But and the skies again are coloring gray, but clouds are rolling in. But I'm not sure if we're gonna get some rain today. Let me see again. Not at this moment, what I can see. No, probably gonna pass us. Or maybe later on, half hour or so after that. Well, it is developing, so maybe. I see already some from nothing to some yellow colors in the rain patch, dark blue around it. So it is developing, but I'm not sure if it is gonna be developed enough to give it a good rain as if it is here at that moment. We'll see. Alright, Freaky Geek, no problem. See you later. Thank you very much for dropping in. Thank you for your support. I already have 5 likes, guys, so that's not bad. And still 4 people are watching. I guess Gretel loves to share is also in the background. I'm not sure, but and Isha Rottel is still here, Freaky Geek still here, Cecilia here, and I. 4 persons. Yeah, 4 persons are watching. Even they count myself also, because I don't see anybody else here. That's what I was talking about yesterday. I had a couple of times that there was nobody in the chat. No, even if I asked somebody to say something, I did it a couple of times. There was only one person watching the YouTube studio set, and nobody was answering. So I had something. That must be me. So yourself is also probably counting. Oh, now I see what you saw last time, Cecilia, when you said there was somebody walking in my garden. When I said no, there's nobody over here. You can just see, if I point it correctly, you can see my my fence, and that are planks. There, yeah, there are planks, and those planks are standing like this, but there are still space between them. So then you can see people walking on the street if it is dark in the night, because in the whole city we have street lights, and they light those people up. So probably that was that. And yesterday it was somebody who was having a room here with me. So I'm not gonna go in details from that, because you never know. Got me? 6 likes on your end. Oh, I only have 5 likes here. And still 4 people in at this moment, so that's nice. Well, maybe some. Oh yeah, let me share it on my Facebook. You never know. You never know. Okay, just put it on Facebook. The whole time I forget that. Yeah, there's one person that is having a room here in my house. Oh yeah, I already said that. So, and it is getting quiet on the street. The whole day it was very terrible with all the traffic, and it was also not easy to film because I had to stop the whole time with talking because there was traffic going by every time. So that's also a problem because I would like to do this the live streams at this time. But this time would be better to, especially also because in the daytime it is hot, and then you can better do the live stream in the hot time, so you can sit down and have it relaxed, and then do the work in the evening. But yeah, I'm not sure. I believe only tomorrow is still gonna be a hot day, so then I hope to start early this morning, so then it's not gonna be that hot. No, not from the carport because I want to do work here under the carport. Like last time, what I did with this bike to change this ventil. If I have to do something more like that or build something, because I dozens years ago I built myself some kind of a windmill, and I wanted to make electric with it instead of those in order to complement solar panels, because here in Holland we also have a lot of wind, and even in the night we have wind. So solar panels don't do much in the night, so then I could maybe use the electric from the wind turbine to get me some electric. So and I was building this wind turbine myself, and I had it put on here, but the pipe inside of this windmill, because it was like in a walker, so it doesn't turn like this, like a normal wind turbine does, but it turns around his own axis, like this. And so it is like a pipe that goes up in a spiral. That's how you could say it. In helix, it is called. And it's not my idea or something like that. I saw it on somebody else who had put a video on YouTube. And then I had something, but that was in America. So to transport it here to Holland is gonna probably be very expensive. So I had something from now. Maybe I can think something of building one myself. So if I, that's also why I want to have this trailer what I'm standing here at the back of me. I want to have it stand up like this and not take 3 square meters space instead of if I put it up, then it's gonna be a little bit more than a half square meter that it's gonna take space, and I can put it somewhere else. So I want to put it over there at the side where the street is, so I can let it down like this, and it's right away standing on the street. So I right away can put it on the car and then load it, or even drive it in here where it is standing now and then load it and then put it on the car. But it's not standing in my garden itself, so it's and that is it's secure, and I can make sure that it is staying dry and everything. And here also standing dry, of course, but here is standing in the way because I want to do some work with wood and things like that. And I also have to build four four big doors and then four smaller doors for the shed. And I need some workspace for that over here. So that's why I want also the trailer to have to the side. And like it is standing now over here, as you can see probably now. So it is now standing totally to that side and totally to that side where there is still a port that I can't move or whatsoever. So if I put it totally to that side, I have some space that I can walk, and over there I have still a lot of space. So for over here I have a lot of space where I already can work whatever what I wanted to do, like cutting the wood and put it in the shed for the fireplace. And it's also something that I have to keep in mind, that the space is also to work for me, like cutting wood and sawing wood and all those kinds of things. And then when I cut the wood, I right away can put it in the shed that I built, so it stays dry. And if I need it then in the winter, then I can just use it. So that's not a problem. So in this, what you hear is like this. This is a door that I'm gonna use in this glass house that I'm gonna build. And behind it, if you look a little bit through the glass, there you see even two more windows that I'm gonna use for this glass house. But on the roof, I'm not gonna use glass for the glass house, because if we're gonna get hail or something like that, it is easier to break glass and to cut yourself with it than when you use something from plastic, what I have in mind for the roof. And that can also break, of course, plastic, but plastic I also can do something myself with. And with glass I can't cut. It's something I've never done. I don't know how to do it or whatsoever. So, yeah, I tried it in don't know how many years ago, but I didn't did how it has to be done. Yeah, maybe I can find something about it on YouTube. But even to have it on top of the glass house, lying this glass, I wouldn't feel safe, because if you break it and it will fall down, you can cut yourself with the glass. And with the plastic, it is not as much as a problem, probably. So that's why I don't use on top of the glass. I don't use glass. Only at the side I can use glass. Hallo, hallo, kom je ook even kijken? Hé? Waar is het dan? Nou, kom hier. The dog is come take have a look. And the second one also is come have a look. Yeah? Grote meid? Yeah? Already a couple of times when I was working here in the garden, she came to me and came for some love. Boy Music Room, hello, how are you? I just totally forgot to read the chat, guys. Thank you very much. Greta loves to share. Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to read. Okay, just reading the chat, guys. Yeah, well, it is not like tiles. It is they are placed from 3 meter by what was it? About a meter or something like that, or 60 centimeters, something like that. So just a couple of special formats that they have, and they are actually like triple glass I've seen, but also double. So there are still two layers, but between those layers you have rivets. You could say it like that. So, and those rivets are so they make small layers between the two plastic layers, so there can be standing air in it. and still standing air is an isolator for heat and for cold. So I want to use that, and you have a double layer but also a triple layer like what you have with normal glass windows. You have normal one side glass, and then you have this double glass what is special isolating for trapping heat and keeping heat out, not what you want. Bitty Boo Homestead, hello, how are you? And this plastic is, yeah, well, it is still plastic, so it is not as good isolating as glass, of course. But that's why they now also make it a triple. So then you have triple plastic and triple the still standing air between those layers. So and that is gonna be in, I think it's gonna be in good isolation for the glass house. So that's what I want, but those are not cheap. Those and calculated that if they are 1 meter, I'm gonna had calculated I'm gonna need 6 pieces of them. If they are 1 meter by 3 meters, I'm gonna say you need 6 pieces of them, six or 7. So, but then still I have to. That is just plastic. And then still I have to put some metal around it to make a window for where the plastic is sitting in. So those windows I'm thinking of making from aluminium, and then I can screw the aluminium to each other, so it's gonna stick together. And I would still want to make it a little bit like on an angle, so the water still again can drop down, and I can collect it in small of, well, not IBCs because those two I have standing over there, but I still have 2 barrels, and they are about, I guess, 400 liters or something, 500 liters. So I have 2 of them, so that's also gonna be 1 cubic. So with those 3 together, I then hope I have enough for the whole summer to have enough water, at least for the flowers and everything, for about 3 weeks or something. So I calculated 1,000 liters of water for 1 month, for 1 week. Maybe I don't need so much. I have to see because I still want to put wood chips on the ground when the plants come up, so the wood chips can make sure that there's not much evaporation from the ground with the rain in it, so it doesn't evaporate that much. Yeah, and for the new people that have come in, if I'm gonna turn my laptop a little bit and put it a little bit up high so you can see it, what I've been doing today. I filmed it, but I still have to edit it. But I still have to edit also 3 other videos that I have made. So over here you can see there that the scaffold that I got yesterday, what I told you a couple of people about it, that I took it from my trailer today, and I built it all up together so that tomorrow I can get both of those trees as far as possible down. So that's what I've been doing today, and I've been doing some editing because I was still tired from yesterday, from all the work that I've done yesterday. So I wanted to do it a little bit really more relaxed today. But yeah, I built that one, and it was a one-man show. I did it, but don't ask me how. It was a lot of work, guys. Really a lot of work that goes in something like that. But yeah, I did it in my own. So didn't think of that I could do it in my own. But it took me 3 hours or something like that altogether. Yeah, and then before that, oh yeah, that's also what I did. I needed to take a lot of stuff still standing in the garden but I didn't want to damage and if any branches would fall off, because I took about 5 branches off total today, what bigger and what smaller branches. So already all did that from the dead tree that I have standing in the garden. So there are already a couple of dead tree branches are already fallen off, and I already filmed it. But yeah, that I still have to vlog. And then tomorrow I hope I have to get from the small tree two, one for sure, and maybe the second one also is also like a branch. And then I only have the main stem left, and that I can probably put down in one piece. So that's what I want to do tomorrow, and then make a start with the big tree. But yeah, I don't know how long everything is gonna take me, you know. So and over here I have some new blades that go on this machine that I have to cut the wood. So I still don't know I had them. So and these are Kraft or mats. And I got them by Bauhaus already in a couple of months ago or so. I didn't film it. But there are totally new blades for the machine that I'm gonna use to cut the tree down. So, and I wanted to have perfectly new blades on it, so this was gonna be easy to saw, and not that I'm gonna have a problem with it, you know. Otherwise, it would be a lot of extra work, and now I have new blades who are totally sharp and everything, and it's cutting is gonna be much easier. And that is gonna be, I hope, one vlog that I'm gonna take the tree, the small tree, and a couple of branches off tomorrow. And then I have to see, because then after that I have to go to work Saturday, and that's gonna be the late shift. But maybe I can do something in the morning or something like that. But I have to see if I can. But that's something that also has to come. And then those trees over there, a little bit further than the bike. Don't know. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, it's right over my left shoulder. That, yeah. So those trees that you see standing over there also has to be for now trimmed down, but they also have to go because they are 5-6 meters high and catching a lot of sun also for here in the garden. And maybe I'm thinking of even putting solar panels here on top of the carport, but then right against the wall from the house, so that there's still gonna be enough sunlight for the solar panels. Because if I want to put now the solar panels here on this roof on the carport, then it's not gonna hold much sunlight in the evening, especially. So I want to take them also down, especially halfway. And then I still am thinking of taking them totally down, because the down pieces are totally brown. So the top pieces are okay, but the pieces that are on the top, on the bottom, there are not much left. And maybe I'm gonna put something else there. But 2 or 3 days ago I took one small totally tree down, and if I now look, it is a real big hole in the fence that I have standing, so that I don't have. Yeah, you know, I'm in the city here, so everybody is walking just straight across this fence that I'm standing, and then right away my garden starts. So, and then a lot of people are just looking through between those planks that I have now sitting. So maybe I'm also thinking of doing it a different way, but I still have to see if that is possible. So and people are just really watching between those planks through in my garden. So that's also not very nice to have. See you in a minute, Cecilia. So that's also something that I wanted to change. and I find it is too low. So I want actually to have it a couple of centimeters higher, and I have still standing two whole ones and one half piece, and then still over there two half pieces. So I still have some of those planks that we use for the fence. I still have standing here, which I don't use at this moment. So maybe I'm gonna use them to make it a little bit higher, the fence, so that people also, it's not so easy for stuff to throw over the fence into my garden, because I find fun everything in my garden, and I mean fun everything: plastic, metal, cans, glass, you name it. Everything that is want to get rid of, they just throw it by me in my garden. And that's a bad thing, that you have your garden at the street side. So I really have to make that fence a little bit higher. But if I make it higher, then the sun also, especially in the winter, then the sun won't stand so much at my ground where I want to grow everything, you know. So the other side, I was thinking from, well, maybe I can put something on top of it, like a sort plastic plate or something, which then is matte, so sunlight can go through it, but it's not easy for people to watch through it. Like what you have on a lot of bedrooms. No, not on bedrooms, on shower rooms. So you have glass in there, but you can't look through the glass because there's some fake something all over it, so you can't look through it. But still, there's gonna come a lot of sunlight through it, and that's especially good, because if I have an area that is only half way with sunlight, I can over there make some flowers that only need half sunlight and not full sunlight. So I still also thinking about things like that right away to put everything in place for next year. And that's also what I have was thinking about with the IBCs that I placed. I didn't do it right away. From, oh yeah, I want to place IBCs. Okay, Khan Academy, bum, put it then, and you don't know what you're starting at. You know, I've really thought about it first and looked about it on YouTube videos and things like that before I even was thinking of getting those IBCs. And that was, I think, about a half year or so before I got the IBCs and then installed them. And it is even worked out better than I had hoped for. So, because the pipes that go up from the roof to the IBCs, the the vertical pipes, um, I thought they would go outside of the isolation material, and they are now so that side that they are so close to the IBCs that I can isolate them together with the IBCs. So that water then is gonna stay warm. I hope a little bit more, especially when it's getting cold here, and it doesn't freeze. Because in 2 months or something, we can get some frost already here. It is possible. I'm not saying it's likely, but it is possible. Especially also because the climate is really changing. So I don't look strange if in 1 month we're gonna go to freezing points or something like that. And I still get notifications, but that's okay. Yeah, I know. I'm busy. You wait. All in one by Musalimi. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I didn't see you before. Oh yeah, I missed again a piece of the chat. Sorry. Thank you for coming in. Thank you very much. So that's nice again, guys. I like it like this. And well, it's not cold here. It's colder than yesterday because yesterday around this time it was yeah, a couple of degrees hotter than it is now. But for now it is still good enough. And there's not standing much wind. I see some clouds hanging over there, gray clouds, but don't see them coming till now for now. We're gonna have some music at the background from cars coming by. No, that rain is still far away. Oh. There's coming something, but I'm not gonna be sure if we gonna get much rain. But we'll see. And I didn't check the IBCs till now, but because I put that fence on for in front of the tomatoes over there, but I did it in a way that I couldn't get in myself easily also. So, and it's something that I have to do. Maybe I'm gonna do that later or something like that. So, but how is everything doing till now for this day? You have a good day? And put those links in the chat, people, so that if somebody wants to check you out, they can check you out. And if it is not right away in this real life, then maybe in a preview or something like this from it. And by this Graveler, I have 4 wheels under it, so I can easily roll it to somewhere else. So and then also if I have to go to the other side, outside of my fence, I can just roll it over there and then start building it up again over there at the other side of the fence, at the street side. So, and I have to go over there also, otherwise I can't do it. That's one thing that is for sure. So I have to go to the other side, outside of my fence, because there are some branches that I have to cut down before I can, especially with the big tree, before I can drop it down by me in the garden. But yeah, I already did 3 or 4, 5 branches, something like that today. A little bit smaller branches because I wanted also to test this scaffold. But yeah, this is standing very nicely. I like it. And I still have 2 more pieces to put on top of it, so I can even go a couple of meters higher. But for now it is very nice, I think. And I put kind of a rope around the Krevlar and the tree so that none of them could fall down or something like that. So I thought about safety and things like that. And that's all important, guys, because you don't want to fall down. And I think if I'm gonna take the top part off from the small tree, then I'm gonna bend even the gravel to the big tree to even give it even more stability, because this big tree almost doesn't move. So I really have to cut that one down on the right height. And I was thinking of not taking it out of the ground for now, but I want to cut it at a meter high or something. I want to cut it, and then the bottom meter I want to leave it down so the cat can go and sit on it. Because he now also sits on a stem that I have standing over there that I use to cut wood. So I have a big stem over there from something like this, and I put it here, and I put a piece of wood on it, and that I'm gonna cut. If I have that kind of wood, like what I'm gonna have with this two trees. Fantastic TV, hello, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. Love to have you here. So yeah, I hope to get those two trees down tomorrow or in the next couple of days, because I could cut this Krevlot for my work, and I can have it for 2 weeks or something like that. But then I have to bring it back, and so I still have to work the first 6 days. So then I still have 4 days that I have my weekend again, that I could probably use the Greffler. But I still have to do more trees here at my back also. They are standing a couple of trees just over my shoulder. You can see they are standing a couple of trees. There I have to go. And then at the front of my house, because 2 years ago I installed new windows. The rollers from those windows are not totally back installed like they have to be. And I want to do that also, especially winter is coming. So if you put those rollers down, they are also more isolating, you know. So then I have endless windows that are double glass and special isolating. And those rollers for the windows that also are still a little bit of isolator. Not that much as the glass, of course, but they still isolate a little bit. And in the summertime, it's good to have those rollers down so you don't get any sun inside of your bedroom, so that it stays nice and cool over there. So that's also a plus from those rollers for the windows. And then from those windows, I have to do three. Yeah. And I don't have to even go up that high as I have the upper layer laying like now that you can see over here, something like there. So that's the upper piece where I'm gonna stand on, where I'm gonna cut the tree. And for those windows, it doesn't even have to be that high as it is now, so that's nice. But first, I'm gonna do the tree. That's gonna be one flock, maybe two flocks. Yeah, first a small tree and then the big tree. But I have to see how I'm gonna do that because I don't know how much work it is. And now maybe some branches from the big tree that I want to take down. So that is nice. And Fantastic TV, how are you actually? Yeah, well, I'm tired and good because I totally built this gravel that you see behind me a little bit. Maybe I can turn it a little bit more so you can see it better. So yeah, I have a lag or between the two programs, so I have to see where I turn it. So where I see this tree, this small branch standing, this one also has to go away. But I'm gonna wait with that till autumn time because that is easy to do, so I don't need the Krevlar for it. But at the back, I have built up the Krevlar today, so I've been busy with that for 3 hours or something like that. And before that, I needed to make space in my garden so I could build this traveler on the space where I wanted to have. And I have some netting I had standing that I had to take down and to clear a lot of stuff that was standing there that I didn't want to be damaged. So I had all kinds of stuff I had to move today also before I could start um, building this gravel. So I've been pretty busy today again. And then I did some editing today, this morning, or morning, almost afternoon, but it was 10 or 11 o'clock that I started, something like that. So Yeah, and today didn't want to make it as long as yesterday, especially because I want to stand early tomorrow to see if I can do a lot of work with this tree, because I'm gonna have the same weather as I have today tomorrow, and that's gonna be hot. So, but that's okay. You know, I still have a lot of work to do here. But on Saturday, go to my boss to his work to work for my boss again, and then the normal thing from life is starting to happen again for me. But maybe I'm thinking still of taking because I still have, what was it, about 70 or 80 hours free time I still have standing now, I believe. So, and if I take 6 days leave, that is then 6 times 8 hours. That is 40 hours is 5 days. So that's 48 hours that I could I have to take leave. So if I have enough hours, then maybe I'm taking a second time 6 days off. So I can even go further here in the garden with doing everything that I want to do. Especially slowly now the winter is, or first we're gonna get the autumn, of course. But after it, we're gonna have to spray the winter. I want to have everything ready by for the winter, so I can do other stuff here under the carport if it is in the winter time. You know, in the winter time we can't do much gardening. Yeah, if I would have that glass house, then I probably would. Oh yeah, and that's also what I then want to build in the winter, the glass house. So that's something in the next 4 or 5 months maybe that I'm gonna start with that. And then the build from the trailer that I have standing here, that is gonna be then yeah, inside my garden but also outside of my garden, because I can take it outside of the street, I can take it down. So I have to build also something for that. And then I still want myself to build my chicken coop. So, and I'm still thinking about the vents. So I have lots and lots of things to do. And then the small tree over there has to go to the recycling for materials. So yes, I still have a lot to do. Probably not gonna be finished the first 2 years. But we'll see how things can go, and things will go. And slowly but surely it will be done. And even if I just cleaned it a little bit and put everything on its place where it has to be and things like that, it's already looking much, much better. But yeah, over there there's one big mess at the back because the branches has fallen down that I took down today. And they have a lot of small branches, even smaller than my pink. And those are lying now on the ground over there. So I have to go and grab them together and put them somewhere that I can put in the stove that I want to use to heat the glass house. Because I'm thinking of starting with the tomatoes in January or February already. And especially if I can keep it on a normal temperature, the tomatoes will grow. Because still you have sunlight. Maybe not as much, but still you have sunlight. And what I then also want to start are the seedlings. in February or something like that, February, March. And if I have this glass house ready before the end of before the winter starts, or in winter, if it doesn't freeze the ground and everything, then I can have standard for the next spring starts, and I can start my seedlings inside of the glass house. Oh yeah, well maybe yeah, well you're not in Canada also, eh? Yeah, well you never know. First, I have a couple of other things on my mind, Cecilia, but maybe the next the year after it, because for that year I still don't have planned anything. And then there's also another big problem with the corona. So maybe then traveling is also easier because at this moment it's only for the business people or something like that that they have business to do overseas. They can travel, but not for vacation stuff or something like that. Especially not to America. And again, Canada is only a couple of places that it is much. But still, I have to sit in the airplane with maybe a lot of people and don't want to take a risk at that moment. Oh, I don't think so, Cecilia. I don't think so. As long as I can fly to a place in a neighborhood from you and I can get myself, can rent myself a car over there, I will get there. I'm crazy enough to do something like that. Oh yeah, no problem. As long I can travel the whole world, you know. As long as I have one place to call my real home, then I can travel the whole world even for months or years. As long as I know I have one place that I always can go back to and I can call my home. But for the rest, I would like traveling if I would have the money for it. But yeah, traveling to America and then finding you all nice people, that's also traveling, eh? And if you could stay by somebody, you know, it would even make it cheaper. Because then you really only have to pay for the traveling costs. And that you support the people that you are staying with, yeah, no problem, you know. Otherwise, you also have to eat. So why don't give that money to the people? Especially when you have to go and eat outside, it is more expensive than when you can eat with the people that you are staying with. And that you then do your contribution. Yeah, for me that's as logical as ABC. No, I can travel the whole world, no problem. And you see something from the world, you know. If you're only sitting on one place, it's not bad, especially if you love where you're sitting, of course. But seeing a lot of places and a lot of stuff, I think it makes you only more rich in your mind and in your spirit. Oh, they are starting again with all those notifications. Yesterday also, I didn't know how many notifications I had. It was crazy. Almost every 10 seconds, 20 seconds, I get a notification. Beard at Hobby Homestead, hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Love to have you here. I have to go to bed. Oh yeah, you're in the Philippines, I think. Yeah, then I believe. I'm not sure. I think so. I see. So I forget every time everything, guys. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Slowly, a lot of things stay in my mind who everybody is, and it's not that I want to do bad or something. Oh, South Africa, you're already going to bed? All right. Yeah, I have it 8:30 at this moment. Oh yeah, Africa. Yeah, you see, if I hear it, I know it again. But that is also strange. I now can see it on the screen and read it to remind me of it and to remember. And still I forget things. Not everything, but a lot. Too much. And I don't like that, you know. I want to know also what you people are all about, what you do in your life and things like that. I don't the whole time forget it. Because I like to have this contact with everybody here. So that's a good thing. Oh yeah, and now gonna see. Have one look, guys, on the weather. It is closing. It is closing, but now, there they go, crossing the street again. Yesterday night, oh, I don't know what it was, but there were two cars driving very, very fast. And after those two cars driving fast here through the street, I heard the police with full sirens and everything all in pursuit. So that was crazy. So yeah, that was crazy last night. I don't know what it was, what time it was. The first two cars, and then police car with sirens and everything on it behind them. So something happened or whatever, I don't know. I don't watch much news from local what is happening. I stick with myself. That's what I always also say is one man show here. Zo, dus, zo, dus. Nou, kom dan. Zo, dus. Yeah, the cat is outside. Oh, and now the dog is also coming. Yeah, come on. Come on. Okay. Ah, she's coming for some attention again. Ah, she's a sweet dog. Normally she listens, normally, but there are also a lot of times that she don't want to listen. No, I don't want to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. Zo, hè? Ja, beetje egoïst ben jij. Ja, beetje egoïst. And there she goes again. Because normally that she just coming for a minute or two, three, and then she goes back doing her thing. And I built her in a small house, so normally she goes go and lies in there, and I put something like a mattress or something we put in. But she the whole time tears it apart, so everything that is inside of the mattress is pulled out by her. I don't know why she is doing that, but so tush. And the cat is a little bit further also laying, but she's looking what the dogs are doing. So probably want to play with them, but the dogs are a little bit old and are not so playful anymore. So they are already 13 years, 13 I believe. Yeah, 13 or 13 years, yeah. Or going to 14 years, I believe. So in November, December or something like that, they're gonna be 14. Oh, jeka. Oh, goshie. So they are, yeah, the cat is a couple of months and they are 13, 14 years. And then they can get older. I've heard that they can get about 18 or 19 years. So that is for a dog like a Dalmatinic, it's old. So would be nice if they gonna go long like that, but I'm a little bit afraid for the smaller dog. She's a little bit bigger and she already had some problems. We had to bring her to a vet to remove the something in her stomach. And yeah, well, she's deaf also, so she doesn't hear anything. And that's or because she doesn't hear by Dalmatian, it's normal that they get blue eyes. So she had nice blue eyes, she has. But she's also doing nobody hurting anything, not even a fly. She doesn't even try to catch a fly with her mouth or something like that. But she likes to eat. She likes very much to eat. So everything that she can get her mouth on, she will eat. Yeah, I guess that is true, Bearded Homestead. I wanted to stand up tomorrow also. Well, 6 o'clock is a little bit too early, in my opinion, for me. But maybe around 9 o'clock or something like that. So I want to go to bed around 12, 1 o'clock, something like that. Because I really want to get those both trees down tomorrow, or at least as far as possible. And the cat was attacking the dog. And the dog was scared. Zat Roes, zit er Robbies. Hé, wat ben je nou aan het doen? Ben je die oude dames aan het aanvallen? Hè? Yeah, she's attacking the old women. And he. And the dogs are both girls, so he's attacking the old ladies. And because I just want to play with it, you know? No hard feelings or nothing whatsoever. You just wanna. It is a young cat. It wants to play. And those old women don't want to play that much anymore. So yeah, I'm eating good, Cecilia. And normally I eat when I get hungry, so I'm good with that. And as you can see, I have a bottle of water here with 1.5 liter. I try to drink 1.5 of those bottles a day. So I get a minimum of 2 liters water, what they recommend to get inside, especially with this hot weather. So thank you very much. Yes, so I take care of myself as much as possible. Okay, Beatrice. Yeah, that I understand. Yes, okay. So children have to go to school in the morning. Yes, okay. Then you have to go to bed early. Yes, children has priority. Now the other duck is coming. I'm gonna show you her a little bit. Oh yeah. You probably can't see it, but she has blue eyes around her middle eyes. So you have this kind of round around it, and then the most outside of her eyes they are blue. Oh, and the second one is also coming now and having a look. And she loved this. Oh, she loved to be pet. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Eh? Yeah. Oh gosh, oh yeah. Ah, now she's really coming to me. She loves it also by her ears. I guess because they are itchy or something like that. That's why they love it to have the ears scratched outside. Because I'm not gonna go in the ear, but just outside like this. Eh? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. She's almost getting crazy from it when you do that. Jij ook even? Ook even zo? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and she's even making small sounds like uh, uh. That's much that they like it when you do that so by the ears. Oh yeah. And probably they can't do it themselves, so maybe it's a little bit icky or something like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hm? Goed zo. Oh gosh. Ja, je bent lief. Ja, goed zo. So, let me see. But did I miss anything in the chat, guys? Ah, Tino, Kito Mama. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Love to have you here. It's nice for you to come in. Thank you for being here. And please, if you will put the thumbs up for me, would appreciate that. Would help me a lot. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm petting my dog that is standing here to the right of me at my side. So I've been busy, very busy today, T and Keto Mama. So I'm already a little bit tired. But tomorrow I have to do a lot. And I hope I can do everything that I have in mind, but that would be amazing. But like today, I didn't do as much as I had hoped to do because I started late. So, but I built an scaffold here in my garden, so I can get start tomorrow to get that tree down. So that's what I hope to do tomorrow. First the small one, and then hopefully I can tomorrow also start with the bigger one. But the bigger one I have to do two or three times because that big it is. So and how are you today, Keto Mama? Oh, really nice for you to come drop in. Oh, wait a minute. I see something. I see something. You don't have a range. I'm gonna give you your range. I forgot it. I'm under my carport, Gretel. So just like yesterday, only a little bit more changed my angle. So now you can see more from the carport behind me. And yesterday you could see if I turn it like this, you can see more from the garden as you can see. So I'm a little bit more to this side. Not a specific why, only that this trailer is standing now here behind me, and I can't sit very nice with the trailer over there because the wheel. But if I go more to my left, so for you probably the right, then I'm gonna sit behind the thick wall where the Wi-Fi can't get through easy. So I have to make sure that the laptop is almost in the middle of my window that which I'm looking at this moment. So the Wi-Fi connection is good here. So and that's the reason why I'm sitting now in a different angle. But I'm still sitting under my carport like yesterday and the day before. Well, a garage, I don't have a real garage where you can drive a car in or something like that. I have a small work space garage, something like that. And over there I have standing my fish equipment and my tools that I use to work with different kinds of materials and everything. And I have standing some paint that I still have to find which has to stay and which has to go because of the date that they gonna stay good, because they are standing there already a couple of years. So and a couple probably will not be good anymore. So I have to bring them to the scrap yard so that they can recycle that. I don't know what they're gonna do with it, They recycle it at the Scotch yard. Yeah, me too. I like to be in the outside air, you know. That is nice, especially when the weather is good. Why not? So it's not cold. There's not much wind standing. So I'm not gonna get rain, probably. But they said it was coming, but I don't see it. The radar is telling me that it is still heading my way, but still not above me. So still have to wait for 1 or 2 hours. But what is coming is not gonna be really heavy or something like that. So maybe a couple of minutes and then it's gone already. But we'll see what's gonna come or not. Because over there it is totally dark, but at that side it is totally white clouds, and the wind is going like this. So it's probably gonna pass me. And maybe then after 1 more hour there's still something heading this way, but I still have to wait to see if it is gonna get in my area or nothing, not at all. So also that is something I'm still waiting for. So and what more? Yeah, well, um, slowly I'm thinking of getting a little bit prepared for autumn because we are almost what day are we now? In August. We are now in August, the 20th already. That's what I mean. Already the 20th on August. So some crazy people walking around here. But so we are almost going to the end of August, and then slowly the autumn season will start, and it's gonna be more rain and things like that. And I still have to glue the rubber mat pound foley that I have on my shed. I have probably the right glue that I'm gonna need for that. I already have lying here at home. But yeah, as I said, I was waiting for rain to see if it is working correctly like I wanted to or not. Or that I have made to make maybe I don't know, maybe make something that I didn't think of or something like that. I'm not sure. Because this is material from rubber and I didn't use it till now in any way. So just have to see if that is working first before I can glue it to the roof. Well, it's not leaking, so that is a plus point. But yeah, it is rubber like your tire, so that's not leaking. And it was very heavy, but still I already saw that at those points where the most wind is standing on, that it was already a little bit bubbling because the wind get under it. So that has to be very good secured over there. But we're not gonna have much wind in the next couple of days, so I'm not too afraid about it. But I see some darker clouds coming in now at this moment. You can probably no, you can't see it at this screen. But I see some darker clouds coming in, so it's gonna be also darker right away at the background. And still a lot of traffic I have here in the background. And it is now, what is it? Quarter to 9 o'clock. So slowly it's also gonna get darker here. On the highest point it stays almost light till 11 o'clock here. And now already Before it is 10 o'clock, it's already dark outside. So the time is going, is of the sun time is going rapidly less here in Holland. So it's getting darker and darker sooner every day. Oh, 26. Yeah, well, we had about 28, 29 Celsius here in Holland, so that was crazy. And there was some rain also in the morning. And yeah, it dries quickly, but if there's then almost no wind standing, it doesn't blow away. So it's gonna be very humid, also hot and humid. Oh yes, you can see that. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, that's nice. Then I put you a little bit like this, and you can see even better over there and through the trees. Can you see that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I can see it also. Yes, now I see the clouds. Yeah. So it is getting darker at this moment, especially the darker patches that you see that are the dark clouds that I'm hoping to give me some rain here. But yeah, I still have to wait and if I can get enough rain to see if everything is working. But I gonna be more days than today. But I'm already waiting a couple of days for it. Uh, more than a week or something. So the last week we didn't get much rain. We get some, but then it's 10, 15 minutes or something, and it stops, and it dries in an hour or something like that, and it is everything is dry again. So that's not a real good thing for if you want to grow stuff and etc. So yeah, at the back now you can see this door that I have standing with the side panels from glass. Only the bottom parts are still not glass, so maybe I'm gonna put in there plastic or something like that. I'm not sure totally yet. And then here I have those poles from the scraffler that I still have lying in here. If I would have to go up higher tomorrow, then I can put even two more pieces on it. So I can even go 2 meters higher than I'm already with this Kevlar. I'm I'm not sure if I have to go higher. I have to see if I have the downside branches off, if and to see how high I'm at this moment to see if I can drop that up piece in from that high. I can drop it down if it is not too long. But if you will excuse me, I have to do a little private thing. So, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Had to do some private stuff. Oh, and everybody's still here. Nice, nice. Thank you very much for staying here, guys. So, yeah, and it is getting darker and darker the whole time. So, maybe. I hope so. And with this light, so I can see if there's any leakage that I still have to do before before everything is okay. So, we'll see. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for water, Cecilia, at this moment to see if it is not leaking. And I've not watched the IBCs if there's I can see some water in it. Give me 1 minute. We're gonna have to take a look. Okay. Well, I can't see any water inside of the IBCs because one side is standing against the wall, of course. Two sides are isolated. Two sides are isolated, and the third side I have some bricks at the bottom, so I can't see the bottom part of the IBCs. But I opened the valve for where the water is coming out, and there was only a small piece of water dripping out of that valve. So if there is water in it, it's not much at this moment. Well, yeah, since that I have installed it, there has not been much rain, so that's why I'm still waiting on some good rain, maybe for an hour or 2 hours, that it can also fill, and I can see that it's working properly. And the clouds are getting darker minute by minute now, so that is, and I feel also a little wind at this moment. So normally that is saying that something is coming. So well, we have to see. We have to see what is coming. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, I have to attach that one and over there in wire. Oh, okay, that's a little bit better, guys, because it was getting loose. Still have to do something about it to make it really good. But for now, that's okay. So first what I want to do is take the tree out. Then I want to do the other trees. I can put them on the trailer and right away bring them to the spot. And then I want to do the windows with this Kevlar. So those three things have to be done with that Kevlar. And I hope to do that in 2 or 3 weeks from now. Those things. And if I have done that, then I'm probably gonna do this small tree that is standing here. It from the outside it still looks okay, but if you look especially inside, it's totally brown, totally dried up, and I believe it is being attacked at this moment by bugs because there are gonna be more and more brown needles instead of green needles. So and it has to go because I have to put my glass house over there because that's gonna come from the shed that I built from the last pillar to the front, and then this window is gonna go over there to the back, and then those windows at the back of this big one has to go at the back from the glass house, and then still more over there I have windows standing that probably gonna shut the whole thing in one piece. So, but I still have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna do everything. But because of that tree, which I think is already almost dying because it has more and more brown needles, has also to go because there the glass house is coming, and then maybe here I gonna do the plants in front of the shed and some not blueberries. How do you call those other berries? Cranberries or something like that, I believe. I want to do there in the front of this shed, so that they can grow up against the wall that I made over there with planks. And I'm thinking of just um, getting some small ropes or something like that, and try to do that horizontal so that the flower can grow behind it. And then I hope especially because the sun is standing like this on it, so then it's probably gonna get a lot of sun, so it can ripen and things like that. And then over here in this piece on the ground, maybe some herbs or something like that. But I'm not familiar with herbs. Well, I could see myself doing onions and garlic or something like that over there, and maybe some copper. I'm not sure how you call it in English, but it's a small plant that makes a good taste to your food. And for the rest, yeah, I also like to have a couple of flowers here. So especially with those big ones, they are just beautiful, especially when they can sit long time on it. But this year it was just too hot. And maybe next year I can put some kind of rope on top of them so they don't get the full sunlight, you know. Maybe then it's yeah, I see it, Cecilia. I see it. Yeah, 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 yeah. 2 hours already. I still, if I want to, 2 hours to go. So, and we have one more person in the chat. Thank you for dropping in. Hey, Toon have Egos. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you already have a range, so that is easy. I don't have to give you this. So there was only one new people today. There was T and Keto Mama that I gave a range today. So hopefully they're gonna come some more new people in. So and guys, please drop your links in the chat so that somebody wants to check your channel out and they can do that. More home homesteading. Hello, how are you? Nice to have you here. Thank you very very much. I'm always here. I just can't always chat, but hi. Thank you very much, Moho Homesteading. Love to have you here. Yeah, well, I like the support that I'm gonna get from you guys. So, and I like to talk what I've did, even though that's now 5 days on a row that I'm almost don't know exactly what to talk about. But yeah, after those 5 days, I have to go also to work. So maybe I'm gonna do every day so 1 or 2 hours. But yeah, I can't do so much hours as doing now at this moment. So. But yeah, I also what I the whole time forget is to know put a notification out when I'm going live. That is also something that I forget the whole time. So I should that right away. After that, I close this stream, then start a new one with a notification when I'm gonna do my next one. But that is also something I plan things and then it doesn't go like had planned it, and then it takes some more time, or doing less, or doing longer and starting later with the live stream. If you can, Paul, those need to watch hours. Thank you. Oh yeah, I need to watch hours. And I didn't even look at this moment how far I am or is there or something like that. I know I went up a little bit with the 28 days review that you have from your watch hours, so it has gone up a little bit. But I still have to see if how much is going up at this moment. It was 633 hours in 28 days, or the last 28 days. But it was up to 900 or something like that. So it was really, really high, and I don't know why it has gone down at this moment. Probably a couple of people saw all the vlogs that I've done or something like that. So yeah, if somebody has some time to play a couple of my playlists or something like that to get me some extra hours and just stream it at the background or something, that would be very, very nice and very, very helpful, guys. And if you also need watch hours, then let me know. Because I can do more streams on my laptop at one time. So like on my base computer, I have now 12 or 13 or 14 different tabs open with people that I stream their playlists. And once in 10 to 12 hours or something, I put in a comment in one of their vlogs, so that they still know that I'm watching. And so you can also keep in contact, you know. Oh, the whole time the same people that I get notification from. The next time I'm gonna see if I can cut it. I'm gonna turn the notifications off for now. Alright, so notifications are off for now because it's very irritating. So, and as you can see, it is getting quite dark at this moment, but that's because dark clouds are rolling in here. So hopefully we're gonna get some rain. That would be nice. Hopefully not hard wind, because I'm not waiting for hard wind at this moment, especially with this gravel top that I have standing over there. Would not be nice if it would come down. So now I still get the notifications on my telephone. Lol. Yeah, more homesteading. Please put your link in the chat so somebody wants to check you out. Like 2.5 acres, maybe want to check you out, and you maybe can check 2.5 acres out if he puts his link in the chat. And even go check Cecilia Jansen out on her Facebook page. Cecilia has a really nice Facebook page. Maybe you guys want to check Cecilia out on her Facebook. That's a couple of nice pictures standing over there. But by videos, she had also a couple of videos on. So, and I know that she told me already thing ago. No, I didn't see your question above. Let me see. Ah, okay. Yeah, well, not a question, but something else. But what was the question? Let me read back. Yeah, I have to see what I can do with it, Cecilia. The really small branches I'm gonna burn and then put the ashes from it in the ground. Um, but I can only do that when I take down the first 20 top centimeters of layer that I have now lying in. And then the second 20 top layer, then I have to, yeah, thank you very much. The second 20 layers, I have to totally split it and put the compost in it. So there's gonna be a lot of work also, and that's gonna be hard work. So, but that I can wait for 1 or 2 months when it is a little bit colder. And it's not as warm as it is right now, you know. So, and when it is colder, around 15 or 10 or 15 degrees, that's perfect weather to do those kinds of work. And the tasks I'm gonna do in the next 2 months, little bit by little bit, every time when I have the trailer emptied and I take all the tiles out and put them on the trailer. Oh, no problem, homesteading. No problem. Then I know it's not so easy to put your link in the chat. No problem. But remember it that I do this live streams a couple of times a week at this moment. And now it's starting to rain. At last. So to help small YouTubers, especially in the homestead group, not only with homesteader to connect them with homesteaders, but also from people who do collecting stamps and all that kind of thing. And maybe or doing some like I do at this moment a lot of building videos, because yeah, I first have to put in my infrastructure here in this small garden that I have before I can do real garden work, because I thought I was ready last year, but I was not. So everything took more time and work than I had anticipated, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it or something. If it's not gonna be today, then it's gonna be tomorrow. Yeah, well, the small branches then I'm gonna burn from this tree. The bigger branches, maybe I'm still gonna use the smaller branches for in the raised beds, and then only the thick stem, I'm gonna use for firewood. So probably gonna try to use it in 3 ways. But still, I have to see if how it is going, etc. That's how the way it's going. Mobile home homesteading. Cecilia told you that you have a new friend. So, yeah, put those links in the chat, people, so everybody can connect to each other. Ah, that is nice, Cecilia. That is what I mean. Now you can see people who already have done it, how it should look like, and things like that. So yeah, we had a couple of drops, but nothing more like than a couple of drops. It's dry again, but there is really some dark clouds coming rolling in. But it's gonna take maybe an half hour, 50 minutes, half hour, something like that. You know, it was my first time, and I didn't grow them this year. I don't know the answer, but I will know this next year. Yeah, that is true. You're not never old enough. You are not old enough to learn. You're never old enough to learn. That's how to say it. Yes, that's what I mean, Cecilia. That's exactly what I mean. And then you get to know more people and see how people doing at their homesteads, but also with building stuff. If you have to build something or something with water or technical things that you want to know about because you have an issue on your homestead and you want to try to see if you can solve it yourself. Especially for me, I have two right hands, so I can do a lot of myself, but also not everything. And I like to do a lot myself. Keeps me busy, you know. And it costs less. Then you only have to pay for the materials if you can find them second hand. And better recycling stuff than buying everything new materials. So we save wood and we save metal, etc., etc. Hey Gretel, nice to see you still in the background. Just gonna get a peek. You heard a new person came in. And that's okay, yeah, people. That is also something what you can do. You can do some work at the background, and if you then hear some new people coming in, it's from, hey, who is that? Let me see who it is. And I also hope you check the other channels out, Mo Homesteading, and see if they have a nice, interesting channel for you to get a family. And I'm really thirsty. Yeah, well, I think because of the hot water, working in the hot weather, I lost a lot of fluids. So my body is replenishing my body at this moment. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm okay, but I'm tired. Today, yeah, you almost can't see it at this moment. But I got yesterday from my work, I got a rolling gravel. And today I built it up here in my garden because I have that tree standing at the background that you can still see it a little bit over there. And then one is standing a little bit like that. If I turn it a little bit more, you can see it over there. So I wanted to take those trees down, but the top of the tree is 17 meters and my garden is also 17 meters. And I'm sitting here under a carport that is 4 meters, so the top 4 meters from the tree is gonna fall then on my carport and probably will damage something because the carport has a plastic transparent plastic on it as a roof. So it will probably go straight through the plastic on this roof here. And it is strong enough to withstand wind and catch water. But to catch a tree, probably it's gonna damage it. So I have to take the tree down in 2 pieces. So first I'm gonna cut all the side branches from the tree that are on the bottom till the height that I want to cut it in half. And then I'm gonna cut it in half and the upper part is gonna fall in my garden. And then I have to still do the down piece of it, but then I don't have any side branches or anything, so then it's gonna be two times cutting and it is down totally. But first I want to do the small tree that I have standing in the garden. And also that one I have to do in 2 pieces because it's smaller, but it's still long enough to do some damage if I want to do it in one piece down. So that is something that also have to be done in 2 pieces. But I have still one branch that I have first to have to take off tomorrow. What I'm gonna do tomorrow, and then I'm gonna take it down in 2 pieces also. And hopefully then I can start with the side branches from the bottom from the big tree tomorrow also. But first gonna see how this will go, the small tree tomorrow. So and that's also I normally go through 11 o'clock. But I think I'm gonna stop at 10 o'clock my time today. So that's in a little bit more than a half hour. And go early to bed so I can stand up early tomorrow also. Yeah, and more homesteading. Cecilia Jansen doesn't have a YouTube channel. Yes, has a YouTube channel, but she's not a creator till this moment. But if you want to support her, then you can also go to her Facebook. And there she has, I don't know how many photos standing on it, and also some videos she has on her Facebook page. Maybe you can check that out if you like. Yes, that is for sure more homesteading. And especially because I'm a one-man show here, so I do everything as much as I can myself. And I will want to be more and more self-sufficient. So that's why I want to build also a glass house here where I can grow next year more tomatoes and other stuff in and grow seedlings and things like that. Because I had wanted to do it this year, but my infrastructure here in the small garden that I have, it was not good because I first had to build a shed for the firewood and everything that I burn in my house to save also gas bill. So I get a lot of wood for my workplace from old pallets that are not impregnated with anything except for heat treated. So I can use the planks from the pallets that are broke. I can use them here in my all everything burner. So that's Samson Farm did een livestream vlog voor een inside house oven. And something like that I have also. And if you go in my live streams, you could also see this oven that I have of oven. It is a fireplace, but this fireplace I can close with a door with a glass window in it. That is how you could have to see it. So, and there's the dog again. Wat is het dan maar? Hè? Waar sta je te kijken? Waar sta je te kijken dan? Oh jeeke, hè? Ja, waar is het dan? Oh gosje. Oh jee. Well, I still don't hear any rain or something like that. Come here. So, and my dog is coming to take a peek again. Come on. Oh jee. Eh? And she's always attentional. She always wants to have some attention and some love. The other one is not so coming to me. She's more on herself. Only when I have food. When you have food, then both will come like crazy. Huh? Ja. Oh jee, oh gosje. Ja, je bent lief, hè. Ja, je bent lief. Oh jee. So, they always come and take a look. Yeah, I know, Cecilia. I know. Don't mind them. They are just some people who live on a room here with me. No, I give them special dog food. So I buy it at a local place for animals, and there they have some nice biological natural brox that I give to him, and sometimes I give them some heart or some liver or something extra. But I boil some water and then I put them with those brox that I have, and they get then soft so they can eat it normally. But even sometimes I give them also without water, so they are taking very hard for the teeth, but that keep their teeth also clean. So, and I don't know what brand it is, but it's from an animal warehouse where I get it. And they are specialized in all kinds of animals. And not only dogs, but also for chicken and things like that. So they have a lot of things. But they are mostly specific for house animals. Dogs, cats, spiders, those caviars and rabbits that you keep in your house. Isha Rotwell, hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in here. I'd love to have you here. Thank you very much. So there I come and get my food for the dogs. My cat like to have chicken. So if you left your plate, you would help yourself like it better than. Yeah. Well, the dogs also. Well, sometimes I give them some leftovers. You could say for when I have 2 days after each other one kind of meat and I still have more. Then I have something from, oh, okay, I want something else. So then maybe I can give it, or I freeze it. That's also something that I do. Just put it in small plastic bags. No, not bags, plastic that you get from the Chinese, or you get Chinese. You put it in small bags, and it is right away for person portion is it is enough in those plastic bags. So no, it's not a bag. It is a small plastic container. Container it is. So and it is big enough for one person, one meal or something like that. So that's also what I do if I make too much, like with the tomato soup and things like that. I just put them in glasses and I put them away for in the winter time if I have too much. So that is this. And I whack them in just boiling well water. Here in Holland we have a climate close to sea, so there's not much pressure difference here in Holland. So normally in a half hour of boiling water, the glasses are totally closed here in Holland. So that is, I don't need a real pressure canner or something like that here in Holland to do some fermentation in the glasses. Tomato, well, I normally make soup because with tomato sauce you paste tomato paste sauce. You need to have more tomatoes than that you have water in your tomatoes. So I normally make soup from them because paste is normally a little bit concentrated with the tomatoes. So you have to boil it a long time before, so you have to cook them and boil the rest of the maximum water that is in it, boil it out so you get more like a pasta sauce. But yes, it is possible, and even the tomatoes that I have that I would normally use for soup, you could put even more tomatoes in and keep boiling it and then go over to pasta. But tomatoes, tomato soup is not my favorite soup. I must say that. If I could choose, then I would rather eat a tomato like right from my hand. That's with a little bit of salt and maybe a little bit of mayonnaise or something like that, or in a salad, as long as it is not crushed. Then that's the most thing that I like to eat tomatoes. So right now it's really getting dark at the background. Yeah, well, not even 10 o'clock and it's already dark, guys. 9:30 already and it is dark. And 4 weeks ago it was till 11 o'clock it was dark, light. So it is, the clock is going backwards very fast at this moment. But I don't mind, I like the dark. Okay, I missed the love connection, but don't need to know everything. So yeah, so and my homestead, I'm also so I built a shed last year, the most part of it, and I put some rubber pound foley on top of the roof because I wanted to use the water for gardening the plants in the garden for giving the plants rainwater in the garden. So I don't need to buy water from a water company. Where also is some chlor in it here in Holland, so against salmonella bacteria and things like that. So I'm still waiting for some good, nice rain, so I can see if the rain cutter that I installed, if it is not leaking. So, and I'm already, this is the fourth day in a row that I do at this time this live stream, and already 4 days I don't get enough rain to see if it is working properly. So and the street lights are also on at the background. Yeah, you can't see it because it's at the other side. Then I have to turn you. Maybe you can see it at that moment. And that's also something. That's what we have here in the city. Everywhere you have street lights. But now it's behind a couple of plants over there, behind the roses, and I don't know what this other plant is, but it makes beautiful flowers. No, you can't see it at this moment, or I can't see it at the screen. So, but yes, it is. It is really dark at this moment, but still, it is not cold. There is a little wind at this moment, so that is nice also, of course. But there is almost, yeah, it is good to do outside still. And maybe I'm gonna do till 11 o'clock today also. I'm not sure. I will see. Because I'm still feeling good. And I'm sitting outside. I love that sitting outside. I'm sitting inside is also not bad, but hey, fresh air is good to have. I hope I have a lot of good fresh air. So, I already have 12 likes, I see. Guys, I'm not sure if anybody put already thumbs up for me, but please do so if you not have done it. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps my channel great lot. Thank you very much for the thumbs up. Thank you. And yeah, please guys connect to each other. Eh? So everybody in the chat here, if you want to check each other out, then please drop your link in the chat. So somebody can, some other folks can check you out. You all have a range at this moment, so I'm still here in Holland, 2.5 acres. So I was reading the chat at this moment. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Oh, no problem. Thank you very much, Mo Home Homesteading, for leaving this the live stream running. And please go do your thing, what you have to do, want to do, etc., etc. Everybody has a life, eh? You know. And thank you for being here for this time. Yeah, guys, there's still 8 people in the stream, so that's nice. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And the dog is screaming to be let out. So, but she's already been. But now she thinks the tender is coming here. She's also gonna walk with the dogs. So, she's already been walked with. And that is also something. I have also to run a whole house. Eh? So it's not only that I can just do what I want here and every day the same things. I still have to make my own food and go to the shop and everything like that. So it's just one man house here. But I'm okay. I like it. I don't miss the second half at this moment. Not saying I don't want to have it or something like that, but I don't miss it at this moment. I normally can do whatever I want, and that's also a nice something from being on yourself. Nobody's telling you what to do or not what to do, etc., etc. Yeah, and then we go to work and we come home and we doing stuff at home, like this tree, like putting this on top of the roof. And I still have to find out a site where I can get easily um, solar panels that I can install here. But I have to take a look at that because that is also not easy or expensive. Lucian 530, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yes, I know smoking is bad for you, but life on itself is bad for people. So please respect my negativity and my bad habits. Thank you very much. And I gave you a range, so you can drop your link in the chat if you want to connect to all the people here in the chat. So no problem. But please don't spam the chat with it here. Yeah, well, you know what it is. Even in the food, we have so many chemicals to keep the food longer good, and they spray tomatoes with chemicals to keep the bugs off it, and that is also coming in the food, you know. Yeah, here in Holland, because I'm sitting in Holland, Lucien, they put chlora, something like chlor in it to keep bacteria out of the drinking water. So that's also not totally good, you know? So there is always something that is not 100% good, but you can to try to achieve to get the maximum out of it. And that's what I want to try to do here also with growing my own tomatoes. So I have now 6 tomato plants I have standing here. I had 2 paprika plants, but one is being torn out of the ground, I guess, by the dogs. Not on purpose, but they did, probably. And I still have one tomato plant standing. The others didn't make it. So, and I'm in my garden. I have a small garden. I'm still not 100% set to do great things with planting because the ground that I have here in my garden, normally it is good ground, but this ground has laying for about 15 years or so under tiles and didn't get much rainwater or sunshine on it. It couldn't breathe because of those beton tiles that I have lying on it. So first I have to take a couple of centimeters of ground off it, then fertilize it with compost or something like that before I really can go think of starting putting anything in the ground here. And we have good ground here in Holland. That's not normally not a problem. So it's not sand ground or like clay or something like that. We don't have that much here in Holland. But we have good ground because the rivers that are streaming through Holland and normally in the Middle Ages would go out of their overs and then flood everything here because the lowest parts of Holland are even a couple of meters below sea level. I believe the lowest point is about 2 meters below sea level or something like that. But then, yeah, you are close to city at this moment, of to the coast. Those lowest points. I believe I am sitting here. The bridge over the water here is about 70 meters above sea level, and I'm sitting even in 10 meters above the bridge or something like that. So for the first couple of years, I won't have much problems with climate change, with water rising levels. I mean, I feel the climate change. I still feel it here because we don't get as much cold winters anymore as we used to get. So even here in Holland, the climate is changing, and we're getting more longer periods and periods of higher temperatures here in Holland, and drier. It's getting drier every year. So that's also why I installed those IBCs. So I can collect the rainwater, and then I can use it for in the garden to give everything rain, everything water. I mean, and yeah, what is better for plants than rainwater? Especially if you make sure that it's not any chemicals in it, like I would do with the rubber. Rubber doesn't give any chemicals off to water or something like that. So it is really good for isolating, making waterproof the roof of it. And then later on, I still can put solar panels on that roof. So that's also something that I want to do in the future. But I'm not sure. Probably not this year or next year. But we'll still see when it comes. Yeah, Isha Rodwell, thank you for dropping the link. Please do so. Yeah, and Cecilia, I can't ask you to drop your link because you don't have one, not for Facebook or for YouTube. But 2.5 acres, you can also drop one more time your link if you want. And Lucian, 530, I don't know if you are still here, but you can drop your link also. And now it is weighing a little bit, so we get a little bit of wind now here. So probably the wind is coming now really. So and I also want to see what the Kevlar is doing with the wind, if it is that high. Probably not much because I also tied it to the tree, and it is light and strong, so it normally should keep standing. So I see the tree is waving left and right a little bit, but the Kevlar is really standing straight and doesn't move at all as far as I can see at this moment. Even the wind that is blowing against me, it is warm. So I also think that we don't get any much cold tonight. And the wind is coming from the southwest, so from the Gulf Stream. But yeah, now it is going and blowing some wind over here, so that's nice, refreshing. But it doesn't do much at this moment, so and then it goes down again. So it's just a little bit, comes up a little bit and then it goes down. But still, I'm grateful that I can sit here and watch the gravel at this moment if it is what it is doing, you know. Because this gravel at this moment is already 5 meters up or something like that, maybe even a little bit more. So, but till now it is standing very sturdy, very nice. Doesn't move much. And if I'm gonna do the windows in the front side of my house, I'm gonna make some anchors in the wall, so that I can tie up the gravel against the wall, or not really against the wall, but that it doesn't fall back to my back side if I'm facing the windows over there. So, but that was the wind again. Now it is almost quiet, no wind at all anymore. Oh yeah, and so I was yesterday. I was at my work, and I saw that they have standing a couple of crates over there from wood, probably from things that they transported to our company. So I know there is some nice, fresh, clean wood standing over there. So I was thinking of going over there tomorrow when I go also to Bauhaus to see what kind of wood it is, and if some, maybe, because I'm not the only one who's claiming wood by us at work. So maybe somebody already wanted to take it to the house, and then I can use those because there are just crates, big crates from 3-4 feet by 3-4 feet by 3-4 feet, and it's so it's one square, not a square meter, 1 cubic meter. So I have to go tomorrow and see what it is also. But still, I have to go and do some private stuff, guys. Be back with you in a minute. All right, I am back. So needed to do something for myself. So even if come out of my house and I come out here outside, it is warmer here outside than it is in my house at this moment. Doesn't is much, but I can feel it right away. When I came out of the house, it felt warmer here. So the air is really warm still here. Isha Rodwell, okay, see you in a couple of minutes. Thank you for being here till now. Please put your link in the chat if you haven't done it last couple of times or so. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. Yeah. Oh, you can do it again if you want. Anna Soria's vlog. Hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. You can put your link in the chat So anybody who's in the chat here can check your channel out. Please put the chat in the link in the chat. And if you don't mind, please put a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything and it helps my channel a lot. Thank you very much, Anasha. Anashuara. So please put your link in the chat, so anybody can check you out. Well, I would get the boxes. You can use them for. Well, yes, I have, Cecilia, and I have a round table with a glass desk on it from glass. So I'm good with that. But yes, I could. Candy Lynn, hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Love to have you here. Thank you, thank you. But I can use the planks from those wooden boxes for making the chicken house, or build something else from it. So I'm really thinking of getting them. But I can't let them stand long at my work, so I really have to take right away to take them home. And with all the things I already have going here, I don't have much space left to put everything, you know. So first I'm gonna take a look tomorrow to see how many and how and what it is before I say I'm gonna get them no matter how. But normally it is good wood and it is not treated or painted or whatsoever. Maybe it is marked with a burner or something like that, like what you do with cows. If in the early years that they burn a sign or something on the cow so they know from which owner they are, you know. Something like that. It could be on that wood, but normally there is just clean wood without anything in or on it. So and I also can burn it. You could use it for in my fireplace if it is very much. But that is also something I also have to keep in mind on how many space I have here for the burn out for the wood for the burn for the place to burn the wood. So that's all only, I think I now can have about 2.5 cubic more wood in there, and then it is totally full. So I can still put a lot of wood in there. And then for the chicken house that I want to build, and maybe even use the wood to make something fancy, something artistic or something like that. I'm not sure. Like in some kind of drawing or whatever. I'm not sure. Still thinking about doing something with wood, but I'm not sure what. Satosh, hello. And the cat is lying over there, and she's watching me. What am I doing the whole time? And now she sees something flying or something, and then she's gonna chase it. So she's really it's an he. He's really active. I'm still used from the old cat. That was a she, and we had her for 15 years or something. 16 years. I was an old cat, so and that was a she. So the whole time I call him a she. Oh, thank you very much, Candy Lynn. Let me see. Dashboard. Here I do have my dashboard. Yeah, well, I have seen going it up because normally I look at the last 28 days, and it was 622 or something like that. And now it has gone up to 637.7. So it has gone up 15.7 watch hours, and that is spread over the last 28 days. And you only did it last 2 or 3 days, maybe or so, or a week or two. I'm not sure. So this is a little bit more than 3 weeks, 28 days. So, but it has going up, yes. And also with this live streams, Monday I did 100 and oh no, that hour watches. Monday I did 11.3 hours. Tuesday I did 20.9 hours. Wednesday I did 58 hours. So I'm gonna see what it's gonna be today. How many hours I did only with my also with my live streams, eh? So, but yeah, it has going up the last couple of days. So that is very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm also doing. My base computer is 24 hours on. It's on. And so why don't do I stream a couple of people who also need watch hours, so everybody can help each other, you know? And I see a lot of hearts and a lot of smileys. Nice, nice, nice. But I'm not sure if I can do super stickers if you are at, above 1,000. I saw something, but I'm not quite sure what it was. Oh, I watch now my grow from YouTube what they say. I have not even 2,000 watch hours at this moment. They say I have 1,947. So ja, hier de stelling. Voor deelname aan ieder programma moet je in de afgelopen 12 maanden minimaal 4.000 uur zijn. Mensen, deze abonnees hebben wat ook. So yes, I was right. I was right. So I'm almost at 2,000. What YouTube is saying in this where you have your inkomst button. So I'm almost halfway with my hours at this moment. If I look by my analytics and I look 365 days, then it says to me 2000. But yeah, there can be that they, because you're going to the 2000, that they write 2000. Ah, and I lost two friends. It was on 1340 and it is down to 38. Too bad. Nothing to do about it. Maybe they come back. Yeah, I know that you have been watching a lot, Candy Lynn. Thank you very much for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be as far as I am now. That's something that is for sure. I'm Brenda Mary. Hello, how are you? Thank you for dropping in. Love to have you here. Wow, already 9 people looking at this moment. Please, guys, drop your link in the channel from or in the chat from your channel, so everybody can connect to everybody. So yeah, I've been very busy today, and I'm feeling that I'm starting a little bit of a headache, but I'm still okay here at this site. And one more person coming in. We now have 10 people in. Wow, thank you very much for being here, you everybody. And please put a thumbs up for me. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps my channel a great bit. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Cecilia. I'm not sure who the 10th person is that came in, but hopefully they're gonna say hello to everybody. Come in, let's see who you are. And if you are not a moderator at this moment, then please let me know who you are so I can give you a range and you can drop your link in the chat. So anybody out here in the chat can check your channel out. Yeah, till now I can't give you the range because I'm not sure who you are. Christina P. Gold TV, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. And like I said, you still don't have a range, but you know how it works. So you can moderately put your link in the chat so everybody in here can check you out and so you can become friends or maybe even family. And please put a thumbs up for me. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps my channel a great lot. Thank you very much. So, oh, we already have 11 people in the chat. Wow. It's going up, guys. It's going up. Let us see who's getting more in the chat here. Let's see. We have some lag, so it can take a little bit. Ah, no. The person has already gone, but no problem. But I still don't see much links, guys. Ah, yeah, 15 likes. Thank you very much, Christina P. Gold TV. Yeah, I probably have some kind of a lag here before I see this putting in or something like that. So I'm still learning how to use everything and how everything works and etc. etc. But Karen, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. Love to have you here. And you already have a range, so you know how it works. You can drop your channel link in the chat so everybody can connect to you. And hopefully they do it, of course, in the right way. Because we don't want to have much going up and going down in our friends. Because that's never fun. I like to see going up. But going down, that's not so funny at all. And if you're not subscribed to me, then please subscribe to me. And after the live, I will be sure to connect back to you guys. But Christina and everything till now that I see in the chat, I'm subscribed to. I'm only not sure about Karen. So let me check you out, Karen. And I don't need a link. I have installed an... wow. If that is you, 2100, wow. No, you have something like a hat on or something. Looks like it. Karen, it is not easy to find your channel. And I'm doing this already quite a time, but it is not easy to find your channel. Can you please put in, your link in the chat so I can see if I can connect it to you or not? Because I don't find you, so 1, 2, 3. I saw your icon, so I know where to look for. Ah, yes. But this is Karen Hill. That's not the person, I believe. Because here is written only Karen, or it should be different, but there's somebody that has a hat on. Oh, that Karen. Oh, hello. Thank you for being here. Didn't recognize it. Yeah, I see so many people also in other streams that I'm have so a problem with remembering names and things like that. So don't blame me for it. Thank you for sorry for it. I still have to learn a lot of things like that. No problem, Karen. Hope to see you later. Thank you very much. No problem, Karen. No problem. Love to have you here. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. So, yeah, and so I built this Graveler today. I'm not sure what you already heard, Karen, but I make some space in the garden to put everything aside so I could try to get this that tree that I yesterday already told about. So that was a lot of work, and then building up this Graffold. Oh, I forget the whole time this name. Roll Scaffold. I mean Scaffold. So and I built that up today, and then it was already after 6 o'clock. And I had said that I would start 6 o'clock with my live stream, but that didn't happen. I'm too bad. So I just started about 7 o'clock. I started with my live stream. So 1 hour later, because I was totally exhausted and needed to get my breath back and things like that. So that's why I started an hour later with this live stream. But I want to go to early to bed today, so I can stand up tomorrow in the morning. So I have in the evening I right away can start my live stream also at 6 o'clock. And maybe I'm thinking of putting my laptop here outside and just let the stream go on while I'm also doing the work on the tree and also film it. So everybody right away can come in the morning to my to this live stream, so they can see what I'm doing. And maybe I'm gonna do that. Just gonna put out the laptop outside, and I'm just gonna let it stream so everybody can see what I'm doing at that moment, and also see how I'm videoing the work that I'm doing. That's maybe also nice for you guys to see. I don't know. Tell me, would you like to see that? That I put a live stream on tomorrow to see what I'm doing the whole day in the garden, because I can put it over here where it is standing now and just let it stream the whole time, even when I'm doing the work here in the garden. But I have to say I have to go to the shop tomorrow, so then I'm not probably not gonna be here, but I still can go let the live stream going. And maybe you see the cat go walking by or something like that. That's also possible, of course. But she's sitting still quite over there. She has found something. I'm not sure what it is. Well, no, I'm sitting okay, Cecilia. Those they are small plastic chairs that I have where I'm sitting on, but they are still okay, you know. So yeah, I feel my butt a little bit growmy. Let me say it like that, you know. But it's not that it is really hurting at this moment. So yeah, it is already after 10 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna keep on going till 11 o'clock or something like that. And then after that we can go to Gretel loves to share. So I'm gonna put her link out again tomorrow. And I didn't see, yeah, she yesterday her viewers. She had again a couple of hundred in them yesterday. So that's great. Crazy. She goes up in a couple of minutes like somebody doing a raid with hundreds of people that go to her live stream. So that's crazy. That's really crazy. But wouldn't know what to do if I would see that the watch it at the views at this moment go up to 100 or 200 people in one time. That would be crazy. I don't know what I would think about it. I think they are or hackers who want to fool with you or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, I have also an hernia, Cecilia. I've been operated a couple of years ago on my back for an hernia. So, but with sitting, I normally don't have much problem. Only when I'm sitting on a couch. If I'm sitting on a couch, that is something I can't do. But on a normal chair, I can sit for hours, not a problem. Even the chair that I'm using by my main computer inside of the house, that's yeah, a big chair where directors sitting in 20 years ago. So that is a big chair, and I'm sitting good in that chair also. For me, it is normally with getting up. If I have been sitting a long time, then my bones don't work as easy anymore. It has to get started. Let me put it like that. And if I'm done doing walking and doing things, then everything is okay. But if I sit for a long time or so and coming out of my chair, then I have something from okay, the motor has to start again. Oh no, I don't use a walker. No. Okay, I hope that it will go good, Candyland, with your mother, the surgery next week. And probably material that is going to be used by the surgery is sterilized by people like me who, yeah, I do it on here. You do it, you are living in America, so somebody else is doing it like for you. But a lot of those materials we sterilized by me at my company. And this company is worldwide sitting, so maybe I even did something. Yeah, I don't know. Depends on what you actually need, what the doctor's order, where it is coming from, and things like that. But there are things that going over the whole world, yes. So I hope that everything goes good next week with your mom. And there you hear, there's going some young guys, people with a lot of sound going by, and they are still standing here by the traffic lights. And you can't understand it because it's Dutch rap. So it's even for me hard to follow something like that. And it is after 10 o'clock, so I have to be a little bit careful with how hard I'm saying things because after 10 o'clock everybody should be a little bit quiet for the neighbors. That's what you have here in the city, of course. You can't go scream around after 10 o'clock. But yeah, normally talking, everybody speaks always normal, so there's not screaming or anything like that. But music like that after 10 o'clock, and it is here after 10 o'clock in the evening, actually they may not do it. But yeah, you know how people are. But it's normally only till the I have been driving away, and then it is quieter here or again. So, well, still don't have any rain. Damn. Let me see where it is now. Oh, that one is just passing me to the west of me, and the other one is not as far at this moment that is gonna reach me. Eh, don't think that I'm gonna get much. If I at least I gonna get some rain here, because the flowers could use the rain, so I don't have to water them at this moment. Yes, that is also true, Cecilia. That's also true. But still, if yeah, if you have neighbors living, I don't know, a couple of miles away from you, you won't have any problems with them if they put some now sound on late in the evening. But it's also not good for the animals. Animals also want to sleep in the night. So if you have cows or chicken or things like that, it's also not really good to make too much now sound at night, because they also have to sleep, you know. For my dinner, you mean, Ceci Candy Lynn? Um, I had some the same as I had yesterday. So some potatoes and some beans, and then some meat. So and this morning I had a couple of pieces of bread. So I'm still good. I'm still not hungry or something like that. So and maybe even later on today, before I go to bed, maybe I take one or two pieces of bread with some cheese, maybe some peanut butter or some flies gleb meat sliced in small pieces, putting on the meat. So and I even have standing in the cellar. I have some uh, what how do you call that, sausages standing. So what you do like a hot dog. So maybe I'm gonna get myself, but I also have standing some eggs. So maybe first I'm gonna finish the eggs that I still have, because otherwise they're standing in the fridge because they are boiled. Because normally I don't bake eggs, I boil them and then I put them on my bread. So it's always with bread. I do love eating a lot of things. Oracle and Beyond, hello, how are you? Nice to see you here. Thanks for dropping in. Alright, I see you have a range, so you can put your link in the chat, your channel link, so anybody here in the chat can connect with you. I'm not a great cook, Candy Lynn. You don't want to see me cook. No. And the things that I cook is only to stay alive. Let me put it like that. It's not that I eat bad or something like that. I eat my greenery. I ate potatoes or rice or something, bami or something like that. But pizza is not really my thing. Um, Bami, macaroni, something like that. Pasta or something, yes. But I want to have something to where I can put my teeth in, you know. So if it is too watery, then I don't like it. I like some soups, but then the soup who are not really watery, but bounded together with some bound metal or something like that. So it is a little bit more in a thick soup. Let me put it like that, and not that watery. And I like all kinds of beans and garlic, paprika, um, onions, peterselie, things like that. The more the normal stuff what in the most houses you can find. And I see we have already 13 people in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, thank you. And if you are new here, then please let it know that so I can give you a range, and you can put your channel link in the chat, like Oracle and Beyond have done. So, and if they don't come in the chat, I can't give them a range, you know. And please, guys, connect to each other. In the meanwhile that I'm talking here from everything and nothing or something like that. So please keep talking to each other. Of connecting to each other, I mean. So, and then we can go on oh, for sure for a half hour. And then maybe we can go to another channel where even are more friends and we can maybe make more friends and our family. So we can all become one big community, getting connected to each other and learning from each other from all the vlogs that we have. And maybe get ideas from how to do everything like that. That's what I would like to see here. That's really what I hope to see here in the future. Also today, of course, but in the future also. Chrisma P Gold TV, hello, how are you? Still here? Thank you very much. Yeah, put your link in the channel, Christina. Otherwise, it's easier for somebody to click on the link that you put in the chat. Then go and try to find you. Of course, you can do that. You can by Google, by YouTube, in the search bar, you can search for everybody what you want, of course. But if the people are putting the links here in the channel, it's easier to connect to everybody, guys. Let's connect, let's grow, let's make one big community, one big happy community. So do it in the right way. Leave a decent comment on a video or a vlog that you have been watching from that channel if you like it. Connect to each other, subscribe to each other, hit the bell, and put a thumbs up if you like the vlog that you have been seeing. Yes, I normally make my own bread, Cecilia, but I get myself a package from meal, and there's already the yeast there's in, but only the meal and the yeast is in. So I have to put in some eggs, I have to put in salt, I have to put in milk or water, just what you want to use to make your bread. And I have a bread machine, so I just can put it in there, and then the bread machine makes it from A to Z till it is ready. So then after 3 hours, 3.5 hours, I'm not 100% sure. So after 3.5 hours, the bread is ready. And it's not a big bread machine. It's not like the bread that you see in the shop lying, more the half of it. But it's good for me because yeah, I'm only one person eating bread here. So if I get myself a too big bread, then it's gonna go to waste, and the bacteria is gonna walk away with it. So that's not what I want. So better bake a little bit often the bread than bake it one time in a week or something like that, you know. And then after 4 or 5 days, it is not good anymore because there's not any stimulators or that the bread stays longer fresh in it or something like that, you know. This pure nature, and if you don't put it in your freezer or something like that, after 2-3 days the bread has some kind of schimmel or bacteria or something on it. So, and I can keep it 2 days longer good if I keep it in my fridge. And of course I could even freeze some of it, But frozen bread, if you then take it out of the freezer, it's not so nice anymore when it is fresh. And I like fresh bread. I sometimes even buy this deeg that you have that you just have to put in your oven, and then it will bake till the end. And then you also have this warm fresh bread. That is also very good. If you have the warm fresh bread, that's the best bread that you can have. Fresh warm bread just coming out of the oven. And I don't eat white bread. I always try to eat brown bread. So that's the most nutrition food or most nutrition um, things in brown bread than on or than that you have in white bread. Because white bread is more like your potatoes, and the brown bread is more like potatoes and greenery, something like that, you could say. Yeah, but butter I have to take in considering because I like butter too, but I do too much on my bread. So and then the next day I'm gonna have nice cramps in my arms. So that's not nice. But yeah, I like nice brown bread, and I even was thinking of sunflower bread. You can, of maize bread, something like that. That is something also that I have something. Ah, that could maybe be good. Maize bread or something like that. I've tried it one time, but it was not the kind that I had in mind. So it was not a big success. Let me put it like that. So, but yeah, that was okay. And then you have this bread with, how do you say this? This dried grapes. No, yeah, grapes. This dried grapes. I'm not sure if it has a special name in English. Let me see. Resin. Yeah, of course, resin. So that kind of bread I also like, but still it has to be brown. So resin bread I also like very good. Figs. I'm not really fond of figs in something else than just eating them from the pit. So I like figs, but just fresh from the pit, not in bread. And figs are also like raisins; they are sweet. So only raisins I like with sweetness from my bread. And figs are just a little bit too sweet for my taste. Can be that I don't know any other figs than I have been eating till now, but figs are normally very sweet. So, but yes, that is also possible with figs, especially when you dry them. You should dry them and then crush them in small pieces. So you have, yeah. Well, I'm not quite sure if you can make a flour from figs after that they have been dried, but maybe it is possible. I don't know. The Queen TV, hello, how are you? Thank you for coming in. And it is just starting to rain. Nice. Big drops. So maybe that's gonna be the rain that is saying that we're gonna get. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, that could be some of it. Probably not gonna be much, but that's probably some of the rain that I'm gonna get today. So happy for that. I hope it is gonna be collected in my IBCs so I can use them later on later, tomorrow or something like that to give the flowers water. I was still on 7 people in. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. And Dark Queen TV, please put your thumbs up for me. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel a great lot. Thank you very much for your thumbs up. And if there are some other people here who didn't put the thumbs up for me, please do so. Sotush. And the cat hears rain. She's crazy about rain. Not that she wants to get wet from it, but just to watch it. It's a crazy cat. Every cat walks away when it starts to rain, and she's looking for it. She's gonna go and catch the rain. Till she gets too wet, and then she goes inside the house. But yeah, this young cat, 4 months old now at this moment, and I call her Zotti. So until now, she didn't do much damage or whatever in my chat of in my house. So till now, I'm very pleased with this cat. But normally they go in your gardens and of in your that you have hanging for your windows. So people can't watch easily in your house. You know, for all the women know what I mean. But I can't get at the word at this moment. So Gordons or something like that. Let me find it. Curtains. That's what I wanted to say. Yes. We need Gordons, curtains. So she have not done it till now, climbing in the curtain. So that is. Oh, my battery is low, running low. Well, I already have it put on. It says here it's still 10%, so it should be okay. It is the whole time already around 10%, so that's not going to be a problem. And it is charging, but it is at the low side. But it's not a problem for streaming live stream. And it is really good at this moment, the live stream, I must say. It is going really, really nice. That's something really true. And maybe even gonna go this live stream go on tonight. Just gonna run it. Just gonna let it play. And then when I go to bed, I'm gonna take it inside at my house or something like that. Maybe not gonna stay much people here, maybe 2 or 3, but it's gonna be 2, 3 people of watch hours, guys. So that would be nice also. And as long as there is something to see outside for the people, I think they're gonna be here. And it starts a little bit blowing again from the wind, but not much. So, and what I always like to see is with those trumpet flowers. You have to take a look at this, guys. Closing itself against this one, Mother Nature is pretty. I hope you can see it. Yeah, you see? And these are all totally up to the closing for maybe some bad weather, maybe that is coming, I'm not sure. So it's always nice to see Mother Nature how she does things. Now let me see if I missed something in the chat. Yeah, well, the salsa, yes, okay, but not hot salsa because I'm not hot tasted here. And something is wrong because my is going down really fast at this moment. Am I charging? Yes, I'm charging. So, oops. Somebody need to stand on his brakes very fastly. So I hope I don't lose you guys, because I'm now back to 8%. So I don't think so, but you never know. So if I would lose you guys, then it's probably gonna be the battery from the laptop that is on it. It's now back to 9%, so it is charging again. Yeah, I told already from it was strange. It was, yeah, on 11% and now it is back to 9%. Maybe by turning the laptop that it was a little bit loose and didn't have a good contact or something like that. No, I don't like too hot things. I like cinnamon can be, and knoflook can be, and some peppers, but not no sweet, more like sweet peppers than I would prefer. And I still don't see much links in the channel, guys. Probably everybody here in the chat at this moment is connected to each other, so but still put the links in the chat, guys. So even if people want to check this live afterwards, they see your links in the chat and they still can come back to you. Or check your channel out, etc., etc. So, okay, Candy Lynn. Well, we're gonna have one big party then by Cecilia at home. But not too spicy for me, Cecilia. Then I'm not coming. Can be some spicy, and I know if you afterwards you do some sugar pieces in your mouth and you do that on your tongue, then the sweetness is taking away from the heat. But still, yeah, curry I like too, but it must not be this hot peppers that like Tabasco or something like that. That's going a little bit hot already for me. Yeah, some curries need to be hot. That is true, Cecilia. And then you still have, but it must not overdo the taste of the food itself. It is nice if it is complementing the food itself. Then it is good. Yeah, that's what I mean, and I don't do that. So it may be how do you say that? Uh, hot. Yeah, well, hot. It may be. Damn it. Spicy. It might be spicy. That's not a problem, but not too hot for me. That's not my thing. And yes, of course, everybody can put in some hot things itself, of course. And but some things has to be hot. Yes, that is true. But if it is too hot, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna eat it. And that's what I like about being on myself. I can eat whatever I want if I want to. And the battery is not charging at this moment. Don't know why. Yes, it is now. Okay. Because I have to keep an eye on the battery so that I don't fall away before I want to finish this live, of course. But it has gone up now to 12%, so it is charging. So that is good. And it is still not cold at all whatsoever. It's still warm. I think it is a little bit colder than when it was 4 hours ago, almost 5 hours ago. But it is still not much colder than what it was. So that's gonna be nice. Oh yeah, chicken soup. Oh, that is something I love. So chicken soup. But still, I don't like it to be really watery, you know? Or asperge soup. I don't know if asperge is the same as in America, asperge. But that is a little more compact, you know? Has a little bit more of a bite to it, and not only like the soup like you slurp it away and it is gone, like water. No, I like my soup bounded, or make it more like a pop, something like that. And even that is something good to eat, pop. Like what you have for those small children, those Brinta pop and things like that. That's also good to eat, and a lot of vitamins and things in it with pop. And I'm not sure if it is called the same in English, of course. That's also a problem, of course. Pop. Pasta. Mash, rommel, dressing, milk. Yeah, it's what the children get when they are small children. They get gruel. Gruel, I think it is the best word, because I see here pap, brei, mousse, coconut, soup. I think it's gruel. That's is the closest to it that children get when they are young, and they love it. And they can just use a spoon and put it to their mouth, and they just can eat it. UK Live 11, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm gonna give you a range so you can drop your link in the channel. In the chat, I mean. You can drop your channel link in the chat. What? No, that's not what I want. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to make you a moderator. I did something wrong at my side, UK Live. Sorry for that. Huh? No, I made you... Yeah, I made you a moderator now at this moment. UK Live 11, say something to me. Because I did something wrong, sorry. Yeah, but I can't. No, I already made him a moderator, so it's good at this moment. I pressed the wrong button. But I believe he's already gone, so... And now it starts to rain. But I'm still not sure if it's gonna be big rain or just a little bit of rain. So I still have to wait and see for that. But I'm gonna get myself a lamp so I can shine on it so I can see if it is leaking or not. One moment, guys.